In the last video, we have discussed about switch statement. In this video, I am going to explain about nested switch statement. As we have discussed earlier, it is possible to have a switch as a part of the statement sequence of an outer switch. Even if the case of constants of the inner switch and the outer switch constant, that is common, no conflicts will arise. Let us see the syntax of the nested switch statement. This is the syntax for nested switch statement. Here we can see the outer switch, then the switching string. Inside this, we will be having the case like match string 1. Inside this, there are some statements. It will check whether the case is matching. If it matches, then it will go to the next statement, that is the switch inside this outer switch. We can call it as inner switch statement. Then it will execute the cases, like it will check for the cases. If it matches, then it will execute. After that, it will check for the remaining cases within the outer switch. This is how it will work. Let us execute an example with respect to this nested switch statement. Here I am using an online compiler. Let us set the value of A as 25 and value of B as 50. Let us take the switch statement. Let us take a case as 25. Inside that, I am printing it like this is part of outer switch. Then I will be checking for another statement. I have given another switch, that is I am inserting another switch which is called as inner switch. Inside this outer switch, I am taking it as $B. Then I am taking it as 50. I am writing a statement. This is part of inner switch. Then after this outer switch statement, I am giving some statements like puts value of A is $A, value of B is $B. Let us see what it will execute. This is how it will execute. In this example, I have taken the value of A as 25 and value of B as 50. Here I am taking a switching statement like switch statement. In the outer switch statement, I have taken the switching string as $A. That is nothing but the value of the variable A, which is 25. After that, I am taking one case which is 25, which is exactly matching with the switching string. So it will execute the statements within this case. In this case, I have taken these two statements, which is one is printing this line, that is this is the part of outer switch. Here we can see the line is printed, and then I have inserted another switch statement inside this outer switch, which we can call it as inner switching statement. In this, I have taken the switching string as $B, which we can see the value of the variable B as 50, which is exactly matching with the case So it is going inside this switch statement and it will print the statement. This is a part of inner switch. Here we can see after this switch is executed, then it will go to the remaining statements after the switch statement. Those are printing the value of A is $A and printing the value of B is $B. This is how it will be printed. Let us take another case. Let me take this as 50. Let us see what it will print. Execute this. Here we can see it is printing the values after the switch statement. Let us see why it is printing like this. Here this switch statement, the string $A value is 25. Here the case given is 50, which is not matching with the switching string. So the statements within this case are not going to execute. So it will go to the next statements, that is the value of A is $A and the value of B is $B will be executed. Let us see what will happen if this is matching and the next one is not matching. Here we can see the outer switching string is matching with the case 25. As the value matches, it will go inside this string switch statement. Here the first statement is printing this statement, that is this is part of outer switch, which is printed here. Then it will go to the next statement. Here we have given inner switch. Inside this inner switch, I have taken the value of switching string as $B, which indicates the variable value, that is B value, which is 50. Here we can see there is one case, that is 30, which is not matching to the switching string. So the statements within this block will not be executing. Then it will move to the next statements after the switching statements. So it will execute the value of these statements. This is how it will work. Try to practice more examples. In the next video, I will explain about loops concepts.